Look at what's happening right now.
While Ukraine says it's set to approve a framework minerals deal with the US, but that its success would depend on talks with Donald Trump.
You've allowed yourself to be in a very bad position, and he happens to be right about it.
From the very beginning of the war.
You're not in a good position. You don't have the cards right now.
President Zelensky is preparing to travel to London for a summit of European leaders on Sunday after he clashed with President Trump and Vice President J.D. Vance in an extraordinary shouting match.
Donald Trump has made his stance pretty clear. Europe must defend itself.
Ukraine is still fighting desperately against Russia, but Donald Trump's latest statements suggest he's not interested in helping anymore. Not just Ukraine. Trump's attitude toward Europe and even NATO itself is shifting. And guess who benefits from all this? Vladimir Putin. But why? What's really going on between Trump and Putin? Is this just political strategy, or is there something deeper at play? Let's break it down in this video. Recently, Trump had a tense meeting with Ukrainian President Vladimir Zelensky at the White House. Reports say that the conversation didn't go well. Trump criticized Zelensky, refused to commit to future U.S. aid, and even ended the meeting abruptly. For Ukraine, this was a major warning sign. Without U.S. support, their war effort against Russia could collapse. But here's where things get even more suspicious. Right after this, Trump started talking about a peace plan that involves sending European peacekeepers to Ukraine, claiming that Putin would accept such an arrangement. But historically, Putin has never supported foreign forces entering Ukraine. So why is Trump so confident that Russia would suddenly agree? Is there an understanding between them that the public doesn't know about? Trump's relationship with Putin has always been unusual. Even before he became president, Trump repeatedly praised Putin as a strong leader, while at the same time, he attacked U.S. allies in NATO. During his presidency, Trump refused to openly condemn Putin's actions, even after U.S. intelligence confirmed that Russia had interfered in the 2016 election to help him win. And one of the most shocking moments was during the 2018 Helsinki summit when Trump, standing next to Putin, dismissed his own intelligence agencies and said he believed Putin's denial about election interference. That moment alone raised serious concerns about how much influence Putin actually had over Trump. Even now, with the war in Ukraine dragging on and tensions between Russia and the West rising, Trump continues to downplay the threat posed by Putin. Instead of warning about Russia's aggression, Trump has repeatedly said that Europe should take care of itself and not rely on the U.S. If he follows through on this, NATO itself could be at risk. But why would Trump take a position that helps Putin so much? Some believe it's just part of his America First strategy, reducing U.S. involvement in global conflicts and shifting military focus elsewhere. That explanation makes sense on the surface, but then there's the theory that Trump might have deeper ties to Russia than we know. There have been multiple reports over the years suggesting that Trump and his business empire have had financial connections in Russia. Before he became president, he tried to build a Trump Tower Moscow and had business dealings with Russian oligarchs. And while no direct evidence of illegal activities has surfaced, many believe that Putin may have some sort of leverage over Trump, whether financial or personal, that influences his decision-making. The U.S. might cut off its military aid, forcing Europe to decide whether to step up or let Ukraine fall. But it's not just Ukraine that's at risk. If Trump pulls back from NATO, the entire alliance could weaken, and that would be a huge victory for Russia. Putin has always wanted a divided and powerless NATO, and Trump might be handing it to him on a silver platter. For Putin, this is the perfect scenario. A weaker NATO means Russia has more freedom to act aggressively, not just in Ukraine, but possibly beyond. If the U.S. stops playing the role of global protector, countries like China might also take advantage, leading to a massive shift in the world's balance of power. Trump's connection to Putin has always been a mystery. But now, with Ukraine's survival and NATO's future at stake, it's becoming even more important to understand. Is this just about political strategy, or is there something deeper going on? What do you think? Let us know in the comments. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more insights into global affairs.